Hi, Jenmarie Edie here. All right, let's talk about comparison. Who compares themselves to others? Yeah, all the time. And I'm sure you do too. How do I know? Because that's the human condition. We tend to do that. We compare ourselves to others as a reference point for how we're doing. Unfortunately, it oftentimes leaves us in the inferior position where we feel less than. And that can create a lot of challenges in our life when we're living by looking at others and feeling less than them. And then our capabilities suffer and our self-esteem suffers. So let's talk for a few minutes about how to keep this comparison trap under control. And so let's start there. So one of the ones is recognize what the platforms, so to speak, are, what the triggers are for comparison. And I say platforms because let's talk about it. You know, social media is one of the great traps that can lead us to compare ourselves. And I gotta let you know, social media is not reality. So there's a lot of stuff on social media where people are presenting their best selves, even their worst best self, as they are talking about all the challenges they're having in life and how they always seem to be handling it well. So even if we're resonating with them because their challenges are like ours, whenever they finish with a positive message, that can be problematic, because then we can compare ourselves and realize, oh, I can't do that. I can't be positive, but that can too. So just know that there is no perfect way of handling any situation, and that social media is not reality. Whenever we can remind ourselves of that, and that can kind of take some of our own frustration about not meeting the expectations of ourselves off of ourselves. Okay. 2, when we are comparing ourselves, we are often looking at our lack of progress. So we're looking at where we should be rather than the progress we've already made. So I encourage you, if you're working towards a goal, to not just look at how we're here and we're still not over here. Look at where you are compared to where you've been. Focus on the progress that you've made. Sometimes this backward self-reflection can be very helpful for us, because it gives us motivation to keep going if we're trying to create change in our life. Okay? Another thing that I'd like you to do is practice gratitude. When we compare ourselves, we can get pretty envious of what other people have that we don't have. So practicing gratitude, which is the recognition that what we've got right now is good enough, can help us keep it really self-focused and really positive about what we're doing is good enough. And if it's good enough, then it's really hard to compare ourselves as if we could do better. Another thing I'd like you to do is practice self-compassion. Be with your own suffering. If you do fall into that comparison trap, which again, I know is for all of us all the time, is be kind to yourself. Be very understanding. Think about why you're in the situation that you're in, not out of self-pity, but as reasons to give context for your life. And give yourself some grace for the fact that that's where you're at that moment. Yeah. And also, last thing, remember that everyone is unique. We're all unique. So as much as we try to compare ourselves with another person, we've got our own journey that we're walking on. That other person that you're looking at has their own journey. And it's okay if they don't line up and they're doing their thing. You can still do yours. So embrace your uniqueness, and you will feel much more relief than if you are trying to be and do things like other people. Yeah? All right, well, hope this helps. And I know it's a hard journey on removing yourself from that comparison trap, but you got it. And if you need support, please don't hesitate to reach out at me, my email, which is info@jenmarie-counseling.com. You can go on my website and look up the form, fill it out, and we'll get you started on that journey of being your own unique self without comparing yourself to others. All right? Have a good day.